He wanted the
Eeny,
nigga
Meeny, Miny,
first.
Mo, and they took Buddy in the back, and they left Bruce Willis there with the gimp and shit. So
Oh,
he knocked Buddy out and got himself out of there.
He,
y'all talking about Pulp Fiction?
yeah. He did. He
Yeah.
did knock that nigga out, and
Hold on,
then
the
he
police
flashed up another nigga.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, the
police
sheriff,
officer.
that's Zed. Zed, the sheriff, pulled up on a
Oh.
motorcycle and shit. They let the gimp out the box, and they went and took turns on Ving Rhames' ass.
That
And
shit was
shit.
gay as
Why,
hell.
why do niggas think that movie so fire then? If niggas getting raped,
That's the
I
only.
mean,
It was
because
only
bro,
one. Hey, Puss, it was only one person, and it was a black man. So they
I'm
glorified.
not watching no nigga get
What?
They
what
Where'd you
glorified.
get
X-Men 2,
glorification
everybody?
They do glorify Pulp Fiction.
Who is they?
a lot of
Oh, you
people.
talking about the
culture.
movie?
Cult
You
classic.
talking
Yeah,
about the movie?
What are you
I thought
talking
you were
about?
talking about that act.
Oh
I
my!
thought you were saying niggas was glorifying
Honestly,
that.
Man,
that's the only
welcome
part
to
I ever hear
X-Men 2,
about.
everybody.
That's the only part I ever hear about, bro.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, you tripping, bro. That shit fake as hell.
I mean, it's not fake, but
Well, I'm saying,
I mean,
like,
that
he
shit really
lying
happened
about
in the
what
movie.
he's saying.
Oh, I'm lying.
Hell yeah, bro. There's no way you don't hear about when Sam Jackson saying that shit in the beginning, talking about does Marcel.
Oh, that's the most iconic part of the whole
Never
movie.
heard it ever one time.
You never heard,
man.
bro. He do the
Know what I'm
same.
picking on the podcast.
Did he
That
say
and,
motherfucker? Man, I'm not watching that shit. Nigga.
Yeah,
Hold on.
You'll watch
had
Earl
that.
and Dying.
He
You're
had
not
when
gonna watch
dude got
Earl.
shot in the face and he was doing that.
That nigga want me to watch a nigga get raped. I'm not watching that.
Bro,
Earl
that
and
shit
the
is
Dying
all.
Bitch,
That
bro.
shit is all in 15 seconds. You can skip that.
By a police.
You watch Earl and the Dying Bitch, bro.
Yeah, that movie was ass. I ain't gonna lie.
You watch Thanksgiving. You watch
Who was
the
watching
Turkey
Big
Rape of
Bad
Woman,
Big
bro.
Rames on the next episode?
Why you gonna call him Big Bad after he got raped?
Nah, you can call him. Big
Oh,
Bad.
come on, bro. Big Rames did way more
He
than
got
that.
raped and you wanna call him
Oh,
Big
I'm saying that
Bad?
word.
Who
He's
else
lying.
watch
I'm saying that
Turkey
word.
Rape
He's
of
done
Woman
more
in
than
the
that in
movie,
his
bro.
career.
My bad, Roots. My bad, bro.
Wait a
Gotta say
minute.
great, bro.
Puss, he's done way
Like-
more than that in his career, bro.
I'm out of here, man.
You're
Who else
crazy.
you watch the Turkey Grape
Puss,
of
that's
Woman
his
in the
only
movie,
role.
bro?
That's
Yeah,
a
he's
fact.
crazy.
He watched the turkey. Yo, what?
Hey, I'm sorry for
Nigga watched the
everything. That
puppet
was that
turkey
was
take something,
Puol's
but he
fault,
won't.
y'all. That was Puol's fault. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
Pull's fault.
Hell yeah! Like as soon as we got done talking about acts of lasciviousness, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey, what is he
Good
talking
ass
about
word.
right here? Look at what is he talking about, bro?
that's
Talking
what
about
buddy.
that
That's what that gay guy told that turkey when he was pulled up on him. He said, "Ass,
Oh,
cash, or
man.
grass." He said, "Well, I ain't got no grass, or no, yeah, I got no grass.
Oh my god.
I ain't got no cash." Like, buddy was gonna fuck that
That
turkey,
nigga watched
give
the-
him a
nigga
ride,
watched-
Slim.
He picked a movie where a nigga was about to give himself up for a ride.
And don't know where a turkey was finna give himself up.
All right,
Yeah, he was trying to
Yeah,
get a ride
bro.
into town or whatever.
man.
That
Y'all
turkey
niggas
was
crazy.
hitchhiking, Slim.
Go ahead, KTO, man. Introduce the podcast.
I'm glad y'all picked a different background picture. That
Shout
other
out
shit
Eric.
was
This shit will make
blurry
clean.
as hell.
Shout out
You know what I'm
Eric, man.
saying? But
That's the reason we changed it, because it was blurry.
Oh, okay.
This shit clean as a
This
bitch.
nigga was
I don't
not
think-
listening when we was talking about it, Roots.
Well, no, I heard y'all say that, but I didn't know. Like you disappeared for a while. I didn't know that was what you was doing.
I think at that point in
KTL,
time, you
it was
talking
already
about,
changed.
I
Hell
think at
no,
that
there's
point
no
in time
way.
you was talking about possums.
I think your
Yeah, I'm
shit
about to
might
say,
be
yeah,
fucked
you was
up,
talking about
KTL.
possums and shit and raccoons.
Yeah, but I changed it like right when we was talking about it being blurry.
2003 was a year, man. This movie
Nigga,
came
every
out in
year
that
is a year. What are you talking about?
It was. Well, yeah, that's the point. You
I
fucking
think it
idiot.
said 2003
Yeah.
was the year.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Duh. Like,
Yeah, Captain
But-
fucking Obvious, nigga.
yes,
Of course it
yes.
was.
Yes, it is one of the
The
years
year-
of all time.
The year
one of-
2003 was a year.
2003. It was one of
In
the
history.
years of all time, Slim. I'm
Of
glad
all
you
time,
fucking
what
know.
else? What else happened in 2003?
There were
It doesn't matter. It was-
365 days. In
I
that
promise
year.
you, it was one of the years of all time, Roots.
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up.
There was
Yeah,
a
it wasn't- I didn't
January
say it was
through a
one of the best
December.
or one of the worst. It was one of the years.
There were 12
to ever
months in
happen.
that year.
Yeah, like of all the years that happened, that was one of them. Like,
What's wrong with you?
Slim don't. I don't know, man. Slim's on Adderall with some shit.
Yeah, it's me.
But-
Go ahead.
X-Men 2.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
that's the
saying?
year LeBron got picked up. But it
Yeah, you're right. It has been 20 years, hasn't it? Old fucker.
21. 21.
I knew it.
21.
It's the fourth movie out of like 12 we got to watch to get ready for Deadpool. And
Hold on, before
Wolverine,
we get
man.
into that, man, announcement, KTL, I heard they got your mans. They got your stands on sex assault charges.
What
How
you
come you
talking
ain't
about,
say this
bro?
when Pujols was in here? You
That
waited
was
until he
your-
left.
They got poo. They got.
You waited until he left to say this shit.
poo.
I remember the
didn't
last
know.
podcast episode.
I had no idea. What the hell?
Hey, hold up. You know what else happened in 2003?
What?
This shit say lawsuit accuses Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assaulting a model at recording studio in 2003.
Bro, he really sabotaged my fucking my dream, bro.
Yeah, so go
I
ahead and
told you I
tell us
think your
about
shit was cooking up,
2003.
KTF.
Hell no, Slim that motherfucker seen. He was like, "Hey, I got something for this possum."
Hey, look, he
Cut
said.
my stream, bro.
He said, "Now when I start hoeing, y'all gonna say I'm tripping." That's KTL said that, bro. Man, I had no idea.
No, I ain't forget the last podcast episode I was on. We was all saying it. I don't want to hear that.
We all said Pools had sexual assault charges.
I didn't say that.
Y'all was because he was
I
talking about
never
some
said that,
graping.
Rick.
He was talking about graping, and he was talking about bringing some women on here to vouch for him.
Raping
And
is
shit.
crazy.
Yeah,
Come
but
on, man.
all of
X-Men,
this is
man.
secondary,
X-Men.
man.
Go ahead and get back to 2003.
Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, Patrick Stewart. All the people from the last movie. Plus, they introduced Nightcrawler. I don't know who plays Nightcrawler.
Shout out Kurt.
You know what I'm saying? But it was and William Stryker. But this is the continuation of the first X-Men movie. First X-Men movie happened when 2002.
First
Or
2000.
was it in 2000?
2000.
Okay, so they took
This
3
was
years to
3
make
years.
this movie. You know what I'm saying? That shit was all right. If y'all want to talk
Alan, hold up. Oh, this the same nigga?
about Alan Quartermain.
Nah, pause. His name is Alan Cumming.
Okay.
I mean, the name
paused
sounds
it.
familiar, actually.
I paused it because the way
Yeah, because his name is coming. Yes.
But he played what's the Loki? He played Loki in The Mask too. Or Son of the Mask.
There's no way that was him.
Yes, it was.
About to say Loki was a young man. That was an old fucking guy with a. Oh, you're talking about Nightcrawler. Who played Stryker?
Who played Stryker? Let's see.
Because he looks kind of familiar. I feel like.
That's Senator Kelly, William Stryker, Brian Cox. Pause.
God damn, bro, what's happening? What's with these
Yeah, nah.
actors?
Yeah,
they got Cox
There was
coming
chain
and
punching with
Jackman. What the fuck?
Boy, that's one of the wildest sentences I've heard.
I'm saying, bro, this is insane.
For you to say them in that order, you could have switched that order.
Nah, you could have switched the order up.
I'm sorry, Slim. Would you rather me say Cox, Jackman, then coming?
You wildin'.
See what I'm saying, bro?
You wildin' right now.
Listen to what
I
you're
feel like
saying,
you should have
bro.
just paused between every name.
And why are you saying Jackman like that?
That's not how you say that.
That's how the Australians say it,
Name
isn't it?
Jackman. No, what are you talking about?
Oh, well, I'm going to be honest, bro. That's worse. Jackman?
Oh my god!
Come on, bro. It's just
why are
Jackman.
you chopping
It's
the
just
word
Jackman.
up like that?
It's Jackman.
I don't know, bro. I feel like this is the same thing
That
y'all
nigga
tried
said-
to do with C.
That nigga said Cox coming and Jackman.
Yeah,
Nigga
but
crazy.
this the same shit
Hey,
y'all
let's
tried
hurry
to
up and
do
get
with
through this movie,
Seaman,
bro. I don't like this shit.
Y'all tried to tell Pujols the Seaman was semen.
Oh my god. See,
X-Men too, man.
I'm
X-Men
gonna be honest. I'm
United,
giving
some
my
shit.
opinion out the gate. This movie is not as good as any of the other ones that we've seen. I think. So
All right. Well,
I think this
that's
podcast
an
is gonna be
opinion
better.
that I wholly disagree with.
I think this podcast is gonna be better than the movie.
Probably. Well, no, I disagree, but we're just better. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But
so if we could just start off with rating this within the other ones we've seen, I guess.
rating
Crash
or
course.
ranking?
Ranking, yeah, ranking.
This is like I
probably
say,
on the
first
bottom
class
for me.
is still the best to me.
I agree.
I think this is better than the first X-Men. And then I think Wolverine is probably my least favorite.
That's crazy because I got Wolverine over this, and I think I got the regular X-Men over this too, probably. What about you,
No.
Roots? How you got it?
This, if not dead last, definitely close to dead last out of the shit that we watched. So
What would
far.
be the alternative if it's not this one being last?
Being last, the first
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah, I think Origins is probably better than at least this one. I don't know if Origins is better than the first one. It might be. I don't know. But KTL said he got Origins last. So.
I just like I say, I feel like this is definitely better than the last one that I saw.
And this is better than Origins to you?
Yeah, because like I
Okay.
feel like within this shit, I feel like these motherfuckers are like they're better, they're more comfortable with their characters. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
They
And
had some. They
I
had
can
some
agree
other
with
shit
that,
in
but
this than they did in the
like
first.
I feel like everyone is better. Like Halle Berry was better as Storm. Whoever was better as Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? Wolverine was definitely better. You know,
I agree
I
with
ain't gonna say his name because y'all gonna pause me. But
One.
you on that point, KT. I just don't think that. Well, for me, the other one was a more enjoyable movie. Even though the characters are better in this one, I think the movie was more enjoyable. The other one.
I'll tell you what, the fight scenes in this one is definitely better than in the first one. I feel like
yeah,
they
that's
focused a
also
little
a
bit
fact.
more on the choreography for the little bit of boxing that is in this movie.
And they did more scenes with like I think in the first one it was kind of like primarily mutant fights. Here they
Yeah.
did some shit with like gunplay and regular people.
Henchmen and
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? And some
So
more shit.
okay, well let me ask y'all
I
this.
think that mansion scene was fire to me. You know what
So
I'm
what
saying?
about the fight between? So if you got to compare, let's say, Wolverine versus the woman in this one was
Wolverine and
Lady
Mystique.
Deathstrike.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say versus Wolverine versus Mystique. I think Wolverine and Mystique might be better
yeah, I
when
Hell
she
think it's a
no.
turned
better
into him.
choreographed fight, but I
When she
don't
turned into
know.
Wolverine.
Yeah, I don't know if I think that that's the best fight from this movie.
So you got when Magneto is breaking out, you got
That ain't
when
no fight.
Wolverine is fighting. I mean,
I think one of my
Cyclops. Well, no, that wasn't a fight.
one of
Hey,
my favorite shit. Like
ain't no. Go ahead. Go
it's
ahead.
not really a back and forth fight, but the segment where fucking like where the movie starts, where Nightcrawler was doing that shit was cold as
Cold,
a bitch to me,
Yeah,
bro.
cold.
he was beating the fuck out them
You know what I'm saying?
Secret
Like he was
Service
out
men.
there wigging and shit.
But this is what I'm gonna say, Roots. I don't
Mm.
think so. Cyclops is disqualified. None of his fights ever gonna be the best anything. Like
Facts.
Why?
I want to put
Just
that out
because
there.
his
'Cause he
eyes.
don't throw hands.
He just don't do anything cold. Like
He
his
don't do
power is
nothing
his
cold,
power.
bro.
He might
His
throw
power is
one
his
punch and
power.
then
But
he going to the lasers.
there's the thing, KTL. His power is his power. But with what he does, he can never be better than like a Jean fight to me or a Wolverine fight to me because they just I don't know their fighting style and their ability is just so much
And you
colder
know
than
what's
his.
crazy about that and how bad they hold Cyclops in like this entire series. I saw something from the comics where uh he like injected himself with some type of drug or some shit, and he was able to embody his like whole power. So like his energy that his
That
blast
would
that
be cold if he could do that.
he can control that shit throughout his whole body. He can fucking fly. He gives himself super strength from it. Like this nigga get cold as fuck in the comics, but on this shit, they was pulling the shit out this nigga.
I mean, yeah, like his character is just some bullshit. For the most part, like he's always, the Boy Scout, whatever. But this movie, he did less, in my opinion, than he did in the first movie. You
Hey
know what I'm
KTL,
saying?
I would probably argue that scene with Pyro is probably better
With
than
the
what we.
cops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably
yeah,
better than what we've seen from Cyclops.
that shit.
Yeah,
What Pyro
well,
was
yeah,
doing.
because he was out there like cooking shit. Cyclops had a couple of like the coldest shit Cyclops probably did was like he had an
X-Men
assist with
97.
that shit. No, I'm talking about like in the movie. You know what I'm saying? The coldest shit he did in the movies was probably like that shit he had an assist with in the last movie where like they held his visor with the mind powers and he
That's
shot Buddy out
ass.
the side of the
Ah,
Statue of
yeah,
Liberty.
but
That's ass.
he couldn't even do that on his own anyway. So
I'm just saying that's probably
Nigga
like because
couldn't turn
other
his
than
head.
that, like he got cooked by Jean Grey for real. You know
this
Yeah.
what I'm
nigga
saying?
always kind of getting cooked low key.
Like he shot a hole in the ceiling of a bus stop or whatever. In
I
last
think when I
movie,
was young, I used to
Don't
think
stop.
Cyclops was like a cool character, but he
I
he
think
he don't really
Cyclops
do
is all
much.
right, but
I
he was
think I would understand why, just
it's
because
because we're kids, bro. He's got
yeah,
laser
He
we're
got
eyes.
kids and
shades and laser eyes
yeah,
and like
the aesthetic of it, and like he don't be saying a whole lot of corny shit for real. Like it's
yeah,
good corny now,
but he is a
back then,
corny individual though.
like,
That's the thing.
Shit.
He's a corny individual.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like they had, you know what I'm saying? They got the whole like romantic subplot with Jean and Wolverine and shit here. And the whole time, like, motherfucker like me, I'm like, I know what happens, obviously, but I'm like, I think this bitch should be, fucking with this motherfucker. Like, dude ain't do nothing for her, really. Like, he's the safe option, and that was the moral of the story there.
She said that too.
Yeah,
He
but that's
said
what I'm
Cyclops,
saying. Like, that shit lame, bro.
He said Cyclops has been terrible, bro, but he been getting his girl knocked off.
The same shit happened in this movie. Puos, you know what I'm saying? Not knocked off, but that bitch was going. That bitch was going when he was like, they was camped out and shit.
To be fair, she wasn't trying to go. She was like,
she
nah.
stopped herself, I guess, but like you went that
stopping yourself, and like we know, like how they used to do the shit where a bitch get kissed.
She would have folded, bro.
She would have folded, but she didn't want to. But she would have.
If Cyclops was at somewhere else, if like he was already at the base of some shit, I fully believe. As a matter of fact, he was.
Hey, this is the thing, bro. Like we know, like Wolverine is way cooler he's a cooler character, like as a person, than Cyclops is. Like KTL said, Cyclops is the Boy Scout, and she even said it like when like what he was talking about with the conversation they had. She was basically like, you're
the bad boy.
Yeah, girls flirt with the bad boys, but they don't take them home, type shit or whatever she said.
That shit is really kind of lame too. Like that shit. Like I
that's just saying that
the story, but
the two
justification is like, I like you, but I don't feel safe with you. Like that's ass, bro. Do you?
I don't think it's about being safe. I think she just saying.
I think it's about being secure in a relationship.
Yeah, Cyclops. Clearly, we know what Cyclops is. We talked about it. Cyclops is the like you said, Boy Scout, the goody two shoes kind of straight and narrow guy. And
serious. Is there a possibility he's lame?
Hey, he lame. I'll say this though. This nigga Logan, we see like he stole Cyclops' bike at the end of the last movie. Mm-hmm. And he brought his bike back. This is the thing. He brought his bike back. Then he threw him the keys. Talking about you need. He said
need gas, and he gave that
bitch
back.
That was the cleanest shit he did. Cyclops when he threw the keys back and said, "Fill it up."
Wait, but this is what I was gonna say, Roots. This is what I was gonna say, Roots. Right after that, he went and stole Cyclops' car too. So he just keep taking.
That was the way to escape. Like he ain't just like.
Come on, bro. They had a bunch of cars in there. It was a bunch of cars in there.
He probably did do that shit.
He targeted this dude.
Yeah, he targeted
every movie, bro. Like in any possible chance, he be hoeing the fuck out, buddy. Yeah, like he realized it was his car. He was like, all right, bet I'm gonna fuck this shit up. Like what?
One thing that they could have did at some point, I feel like they should have faded at some point.
It's counterproductive.
I mean, there's a third movie coming.
Oh, you mean
you don't have it in that one either?
I can see them having a fight. Spoiler. I can see them having a fight, but it's counterproductive, obviously, to what they got going on. He said, worst mutant, let me have laser powers, I'll be clean as hell. What would you do with him, Pools? Tell us what you would do with your laser powers.
Don't let KTO answer that question.
I didn't say nothing,
KTO,
bro.
what would Pools do with his laser? I know what KTO gonna say.
I wasn't. Come on, bro. Y'all are being dumb, man.
We're being dumb. All right.
Yeah, but we know what you would
say. Nothing, bro. Like,
we know what you would say.
Ow! I wasn't even gonna say nothing, bro.
Listen, I've been around you way too long to not know how you think, KTO.
Slim, that is my partner, Pools.
Have we not went ahead and said we all know what Pools is gonna do?
That is my dog, Pools, man. What the fuck y'all be on? You see, they be trying to cause division between black men on this podcast, bro. And I don't be going for it. Like,
hold on, KTL. Hold on. Let me hold on. What's that?
You goddamn right, Roots, and don't you ever forget.
There you go.
You son of a bitch.
Tell him, Possum.
Tell who? Hold on.
The crowd.
I'm not looking. There we go. Yeah,
you got a solo shot.
What do you mean? I told you I wasn't gonna say nothing. Like,
no, division. Talk about the division.
I already said what I said, man. This podcast
he got staged right now, Roots.
It's racist. It's bigoted. It's meant to, divide us amongst our culture.
Bro, this nigga is a possum, bro.
It's not conducive for us to being better. You know what I'm saying? A possum scared a motherfucker earlier, Slim. I don't want to hear nothing, man.
Look what Puyo said.
Apparently, he's scared the partner.
I don't know who he's scared. I just heard it.
Like, yeah, all right.
He said he would shoot shit and he wouldn't need no shades to control his powers.
Why'd you put a bitch ass voice on, huh?
I did not.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Roots,
I
you
did
heard
not.
that bitch ass voice. Don't play.
Nah, I know it. I know
get
what
it.
that sounds like when he doing the bitch ass.
No, I
voice.
get it. He talking about me. I get it.
There's always like a hidden joke to you, I guess. I don't. Okay.
I got it, bro.
Like I'll tell you if there's a hidden joke. Trust me.
It was. I got it.
Hey, I got some shit to talk about with this shit, and I know
Thank God
it's probably
somebody
kind of
does.
early, but I want to jump to the end.
It
real
ain't
quick.
early. It's 20 minutes in.
Because I'm talking about the end of the movie. That's
Talk
why
about it.
Bro, hold on. Where's my fucking notes? Because I had to pause the fucking movie to write this shit down. Because this shit actually pissed me off, and I don't understand why I never
He
understood.
got mad at the
Or
movie.
never like locked onto this.
Or his lack
So I
of
said,
understanding.
look.
And he wrote it down.
You saw
He
the
was so
listen. So, or this isn't actually at the end. This part isn't at the end. Whenever they get hit by the missile, Jean did some cool shit and blew up the first missile. We're gonna get back to that. But then the second missile hit, and they're spiraling out of the sky. And both Jean and Storm powers apparently stopped fucking working. Because nothing, like they did nothing. Like I just watched you.
She couldn't.
30 tornadoes.
I think Jean got shook. I think that's what part of that was.
What Jean powers was her powers were fluctuating, like they were messing up like the whole movie, wasn't it?
I don't know if they were fluctuating.
At the beginning.
I just think she couldn't control them. Like I think they just.
I feel like at the beginning was like I think the beginning was like setting the tone for it. Roots like telling us like some shit going on with her powers. So that's how I kind of took it. Like her powers.
Okay, so take the attention off her for a second because we're gonna get back to her goof ass. But Storm just did like
what was Storm supposed to do in that though? Because
call the upwind.
Called the upwind.
Called the upwind.
I don't even know if that's like.
I don't know if that worked.
I said cause. I said cause.
I don't know if that worked that way either, though.
Bro, she can control the wind, bitch. Like put it under you.
That's true, but this is like a falling plane, like falling out the sky too.
Fuck?
I don't
she
know,
just made a tornado, bro.
Yes, from scratch. That's easy.
Like from what? That's easy. Okay, she made 30 of them. You think that's easy?
Crazy, Slim? I ain't gonna lie. Like,
well, this is the thing. When you
can't do that shit.
Yeah, but I'm not a mutant that controls weather. She is.
Enough.
So for a mutant that can control weather, creating a tornado is nothing. That's probably like elementary. Okay. But
if you can cause
getting the wind
disaster in an instant, you should be able to change the direction of the wind.
What mile of wind do you need to like carry a plane that's falling from the sky and lift it back up into the sky? Like what?
I'll answer that with
the winds
with some research. I'll answer that with some research. Let's look up how fast.
Hurricane winds can't even do that.
No. Let's look up how fast tornado winds are.
Tornado winds. I don't think it works that way, Roots. I think you're kind of oversimplifying it. I don't think it works that way. I don't think she could just lift up the plane with that, because at the same token, she would have been able to do that when it malfunctioned at the end, right? If she was able to do that.
I'm typing. I didn't understand what you were saying. What?
I'm saying if she could do that, then that would have been an option at the end of the movie when system shut down and they couldn't get the plane to move, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that too. But
I don't think she can do that.
The fastest Twister reached 318 miles per hour.
Yeah, I don't think that you can just lift up a plane and get it to steer while it's like crashing and shit.
I'm not even talking about steer. Like you can definitely cause a lighter landing though. That changes a crash landing into just a like the same type of landing that Rogue accidentally did whenever she had the plane.
Yeah, Rogue. I don't know what the fuck was going on with her. And the thing you talking about, Rogue fell out the plane too.
No, she didn't. Oh yeah, whenever the chick got hit.
You just gonna tell me no, she didn't? Yes, she did.
I was thinking about the.
It wasn't in his notes, bro.
He didn't write it down.
It wasn't in his notes. It didn't piss him off.
Okay, boom. Speaking of my notes. Okay,
Bruce
cool.
only know about things that's in his notes, KTF.
Okay, cool. The plane shit, couldn't either one of them do shit about it. It's too difficult for her to change the wind direction. And Jean was scared. Cool. Or her fucking powers fluctuating, whatever. Cool. You mean to tell me, think this is the end. You mean to tell me that Jean is powerful enough to blow up a rocket in midair while inside of a plane.
Yep.
Power up and control the jet after it crash landed. So that's when Rogue crashed.
She was wigging at the end.
Accidentally. Okay, cool. Hold on. She had to step out of the
Oh
plane to
yeah,
do that.
she was.
apparently.
She was
But she had to
wigging.
step. Hold on. She blew up some shit from outside of the plane earlier in the movie, but she couldn't turn on some power from inside of the plane. All right, cool. But she was powerful enough to power that bitch and control it to lift it up in the air to jumpstart that bitch. Cool. She was also powerful enough to block out Professor X, one of the most powerful telepaths in mutant history.
Nigga just got on his ass this movie too, though. But we can keep going. Keep going.
Come on, Slam.
It is
what it is.
The same shit that we seen him do to
Magneto.
Wolverine brother.
Sabretooth.
We saw in the first movie, Charles used that nigga as a fucking speaking puppet and spoke through that nigga. She did that to Charles in this movie.
Right.
So blocked him out of her mind and then invaded his mind to speak through. She was also able to control Nightcrawler to not let him.
That's what I'm saying. She was wigging, KTL. She was doing all that at once.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying, Slim, like she was struggling to get that whole off the ground.
She could do all of
she was
that.
doing like both things at once, bro.
She could do all of that and split the water in half as
she was.
I was about to say that's her fault.
You mean to tell me? Hold on. You mean to tell me she couldn't do none of this shit from the plane? She would have not had to do any of the other things except split the water and lift the plane and split the water, power on the plane.
No, she couldn't do it from the plane. She was trying to save them. She had to sacrifice herself.
Is that what you're doing right now?
No, she had to sacrifice herself.
No, she didn't. That's my point. She didn't have to sacrifice herself. She could have did all that shit from inside.
Clearly, couldn't do it from inside the plane.
How? Why? I mean, why? Why couldn't she do it from inside of the plane?
Because she couldn't.
But tell me why.
She could. This is the thing about Jean. Like you just mentioned it earlier. She couldn't even stop that second missile from hitting the plane, bro.
She blew up the first fucking one.
Yeah, and then the second one hit him because she couldn't stop it.
Okay.
You're right.
Cool. Which doesn't make any sense.
50% success rate.
Which does not make sense again, because what power jump did she do from there to 45 minutes later?
I don't agree with you making this point, Roots, because you the same one that sat on here and was talking to me, I think last week or one week.
I ain't sit on shit. What the fuck you talking about? I stand there where I'm going according to you. When it comes to you, goddamn it.
What did I do, bro?
What is wrong with this nigga, bro?
I mean, no, he's kind of right, Slim. There is some bullshit logic, and you're just trying to.
No, he said he ain't sit on shit. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, shit. Maybe he didn't, bro. I don't know. I didn't watch him.
I didn't. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I don't know, bro. I didn't see it. Like, I didn't watch.
Y'all niggas is ridiculous, bro.
Tell me what I did last week. The fuck?
Bro, you was on the podcast 1 week. I don't know which week.
Mm-hmm.
And you was talking about
your bitch ass off the podcast, Roots.
You was on here talking about how Jean is the top level mutant, like higher than Magneto and Charles Xavier. So why are you making this point about her being able to do all this crazy power level stuff?
Cool. No. That's not what I'm tripping about. I'm tripping about the fact that if she is this powerful, why the fuck did she have to step out of the plane to fucking do it?
Because that was a requirement, bro.
Why? Tell me why. If you give me a legitimate reason that makes sense why she had to she had to limp 15 steps from her seat to outside to do all of this shit. If you can
I'll do what you did a minute ago. I'll do what you did a minute ago. I'll look it up for you.
All right. I bet it won't be a fucking answer. Except
what'll it be?
Go on Reddit and it's a bunch of people saying the same shit I'm saying. And it's some nerds on there trying to justify the shit that
you've already seen
not
it.
Making sense.
You've already looked on Reddit? That's what you said?
It's just that's just what Reddit does.
Oh no, man.
Go ahead, KTL.
What do you think, KTL, about all that shit that I just said?
I mean, I already said, like, it's definitely, like some bullshit. But, like, I can see another perspective, but I don't think that that's the truth.
So what's your other what's your other hypothetical?
The like that some it's the same thing as like when a mom sees her child trapped under a car and
Mm,
has like a surge of adrenaline to lift the car because of this stressful situation.
mhm.
I think there's potential that like she had to be within this danger and this duress for the latent powers to activate,
Yeah, did
because
anybody
like it's
notice
the
the shift in the
phoenix.
eyes? Yeah, the
Like
Phoenix.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm about to say it's the
yeah,
phoenix like the whole time.
So you're just asking why did she have to get out the plane to
yep.
activate the Phoenix powers?
No, just not even to activate the Phoenix power. What I feel like in this stressful situation, I feel like taking 15 steps did not make it any more or less stressful. So she
Well,
should have been able to
but
activate the Phoenix powers anyway.
but
In
but
which hold on, in which she that was not her intention to like, okay, I need to unlock this power because she don't even know, she's not even
right,
conscious to it.
I
So I
agree.
understand that part. But if you're
So if she
gonna
would have stayed
try
in,
to do this shit,
yeah,
why not try to do it in the plane?
if she stayed in the plane, she wouldn't have been able to do it, right?
Why do you think that? But
Because kind
think
of
about
like
this.
what KTL said, like the factors and the situation that she was placed in, getting out of the plane while a dam is breaking and the
Mm,
plane, like the water is coming towards them and the plane can't
mm.
move and this and that. Like I think that kind of is what gave her the ability to be able to, like how he mentioned, like the adrenaline type thing.
So she had to see the water coming in order to fucking do this shit.
I
Is that what
think
you're
you're
saying?
definitely oversimplifying it. I think it's just a thing to where.
Let's break it down like math wise, right?
So wait,
So
wait,
she
wait. If we
did.
hold on, wait. If we put it in
What?
terms of the movie, she
Mhm.
had to quote unquote sacrifice herself right there in order to progress to the next phase, the next step of what's happening within the storyline,
In
right?
which
So
that's what so the movie happened means.
yeah,
So the movie
so,
happened means,
so the
in which I
storyline can progress,
understand that,
right?
but I'm just talking about the holes in which you put in the plot in order to progress the movie.
I just think so clearly it's a sacrificial like scene. She got to sacrifice herself, and now Cyclops is having this breakdown at the end of the movie. They had the little heart to heart, like they don't have that heart to heart little speech where she controlling Professor X if she stays in the plane. I just think it's like you said, it's a bunch of things that needed to happen for this storyline that it only works if she's not in the plane with him. I think.
So I'm gonna go to two things. I'm gonna go to one. I'm gonna break down the scene a little bit further, and then I'm gonna go where I think it should have went. Right. So let's just simple math for what happened. She stopped Nightcrawler from moving.
Facts.
She
Fire.
blocked out uh Professor X and
Man.
used him as a fucking puppet at the same time.
Right.
Uh she started up the jet and she split
Facts.
the water.
Facts.
I'm sorry, and she lifted the jet.
Facts.
So that's 6 things that you did. You take away Nightcrawler, Professor X, the 2 things that she did with that. There's only 3 things that you have to do now, which is
I'm gonna
start
be
the jet,
honest, Roots.
lift
If
it,
you take
and split
if
the
you
water.
take away them 2 things, it's not as cold.
Facts. It's probably not as cold, but you know
Yeah.
what is cold, and which that's the second part of what I'm saying.
What?
You have her still do that. She activates the fucking Phoenix power, and everybody sees it.
But it's
And you
not
have
time. It's not
look,
time
look,
for that.
but we saw it already. We saw it.
We
They
saw
just didn't see
we
it.
saw a glimpse of it.
Right. So they see the same glimpse that we see.
But it's more like foreshadowing for us.
But you can in the scene that I'm manufacturing right now, it's still foreshadowing. It's still a glimpse of the Phoenix. You get the I don't know, I guess not necessarily caught look, but we find out in the third one that Professor X already knew about this shit. But you see the like guilty or whatever type of look on his face. You see the surprise and confusion on everybody else's face. She fucking passes. She is able to do all this shit. She passes the fuck out. She goes into a coma.
So,
Then you progress to the next movie.
but this is what I'm gonna say about that. If I'm looking at it from whether it be a director or a viewer standpoint in 2003 when they made the second movie, because this is the second movie they ever made. If I'm looking at it from back then, from the perspective of either a viewer or a director, us in 2024 already know there's an entire franchise of movies that have been made.
Right.
Back then, this is only the second movie that has ever been made in this franchise.
And they're just trying to get to the next movie.
But I feel like in order, like, to end it, let's say a viewer in 2003 that's watching this in the movie theater, to end it with Jean getting out of the plane, sacrificing herself, and now we think she's dead. She saved everybody, and Cyclops is having this heart. Him and Wolverine kind of had this little, kind of like a little bro moment, pause, because of the whole situation. Like, they didn't like each other, and because the girl that they both liked ended up dying, now they finally kind of seeing, not really, because Cyclops still wasn't really,
he wasn't fucking with that nigga.
He wasn't fucking with it still, but Wolverine was trying to like talk to that nigga. So I just think, like, when we look at it in 2003, like when this was made, I think it's a lot different than us looking back at it and knowing that it's like 4 more movies that came from this type shit. Back then, like when they seen this in 2003, they probably thought she was dead for real, like just over with.
Yeah, so, more than likely, they did do a little glimpse foreshadowing whenever all the students came in to have class with Professor Xavier, and he like looked out of the window and smiled and shit. I assumed that was, oh, she's still alive. I assumed that's what that was.
And I'll say, for like a casual person that was watching this movie in 2003, also, like the little glimpse that we got with we know what the Phoenix is, like we're all familiar with it. Yeah. So a casual fan in 2003 might have seen it happen, and Jean powered up. But they might not have been thinking about that whole Phoenix transformation type shit coming up.
They just thought it was some type of power level up that she couldn't control. Because they hinted at it whenever she blew up the fucking rocket.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's why her powers were kind of fluky throughout this movie, because she was going through these changes. You know, they kind of said like ever since that, because at the beginning of the movie it started with her hearing everybody's thoughts and not being able to control it type shit. Yeah. And he said something like, then he say it took her like a month or something to be able to do some kind of simple as telepathy shit. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, so I think they was the whole Phoenix storyline, the whole Phoenix shit might be part of the reason why her powers were kind of out of whack too.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's cool. I don't know. It's just I had just logically it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
What you think, KTL? You got any insight or opinions on any of that?
I mean, I already, like said how I felt. I think that it was just like, I don't think that she was, unable to like do shit. I think it was just more so attempting to like keep shit from boiling over, for lack of a better term. It's like, all right, if you let all this shit loose, then bad shit's gonna happen. So but it's not
Scott
that you don't have
something.
The power to do something.
Yeah.
It's that if you engage the extra power and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might be the end of some shit.
But KT, do you remember at the beginning Scott saying something about, I don't remember what the task was, but he said
some
like
shit
it took
about
her,
the bed.
Yeah, it took her a long time to like be able to like move like a bed or whatever it was, some easy ass shit.
I think it's just a lack of focus.
Yeah. He said
some psychological shit.
She said something about it took a long time for her to do, whatever the fuck. And then, she actually started getting into how Cyclops said, you've been having nightmares and they're shaking everything in the room.
Yep.
And then that's when she starts going into like where her mental state is.
Yeah, I think this is kind of, I think all of this, it all goes together, obviously, with her situation and shit. We saw like the first movie, she was able to put on Cerebro. She couldn't do it at first. She didn't know how to focus her power to be able to do it. She ended up doing it. I just think this is definitely more of Jean like learning and controlling her abilities and shit, at will type shit.
Yeah.
Like you said it with the Phoenix, like she wasn't actively trying to do it. It's just something that happened in the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just all still part of her transformation.
Yeah. I also talking about this. I can't wait to talk about how Charles is a bitch ass nigga in the next movie.
Wait a minute, KTL. Charles,
How?
nigga definitely got
We
on
gonna
Charles'
talk
ass,
about it.
KTL.
How?
We gonna talk about how he a bitch ass nigga next movie. I'm telling you, he might be a bitch ass nigga just like Sam L and Invasion Secret
No
Invasion.
spoilers, man. No spoilers. No
Oh
spoilers.
man, this shit might be lame that y'all finna do, but I'm gonna
No
let Slim go
spoilers.
first.
Well, I think Roos is talking about the next movie. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
this
talking
movie.
about the next movie.
I know, but I'm
The
saying
next
like Slim,
movie,
you said
I'm gonna
some
talk about how
bullshit, bro.
he a bitch ass nigga.
Well,
Well,
so
you
You
said somebody
talking
got on
about
Charles'
Buddy in
ass.
that
And listen,
wheelchair getting on his ass, and no, he didn't. Like,
well, yeah. So I'm being, I'm saying he got on his ass. He didn't really necessarily get on his ass, but he was
in
able
the state
to.
of in the category of mental power, he got on that nigga ass.
no,
Yeah,
I
like
mean that
Mitchell was on that
motherfucker.
nigga
Like
ass.
I don't think so because that shit was like, like I even like looked that shit up because I not for this, it was
Oh man.
something unrelated, but I was like this motherfucker isn't even like sentient at this point. They wheeled his ass in there, and Buddy got a tube coming out his spine, and his spinal fluid is like some mental, effect shit. So
Mm-hmm.
like literally, I don't think that that's a person getting on somebody's ass. I think somebody just wheeled in a weapon and then used it like on him. This
No,
is
the
not a
weapon. No,
Yeah, it was
the
a
person.
weapon.
Christian.
The weapon used itself.
Facts.
No, it didn't, bro.
That's
Like he
cap.
doesn't have any conscious decision on anything. The only
I don't
thing,
believe that.
the only like conscious effect that he had was when Storm started turning that boy into a crippled popsicle.
Oh, let me
And
tell
then
you why. You know why I don't agree with that though? Because when they whispered in his ear, pause. When Mystique turned into Striker and whispered in his ear and told him to
People
change
started doing
plan, he
yeah.
but that's
changed
what
the
I'm
plan.
saying. That's not his choice. That's literally just like a motherfucker hearing some shit affecting him in his surroundings and shit. Like it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I
Cool.
think a
Cool.
nigga
So
told him to do something and he did it.
Did Cyclops get on Gene ass or no?
hell no.
That nigga
All
lost.
right then. And he was being controlled by the same type of shit.
That nigga lost.
Yeah,
though.
but I'm saying like he also just didn't get on that bitch
Yeah,
ass.
he
He got
lost.
thrown like down a fucking
Okay.
elevator shaft or something.
Okay, hold on. So we got several instances where the
It was
same
Nightcrawler.
thing, the
Y'all was talking
same
about Nightcrawler with the president. And
I didn't even think about that.
he was
Nightcrawler was
being
being
controlled.
controlled. Nightcrawler was being controlled. The bitch with the nails was being controlled.
Magneto.
Cyclops was being controlled. And Magneto was being
Magneto just
controlled.
got controlled in the
Yeah,
telling. Like
yeah, that
he
nigga
made him snitch.
hung like a bird.
He made Magneto
He
snitch.
said,
on
"What did
everything.
what did you tell him?" Nigga said, "Everything."
You should have killed me, Charles. You should have killed me.
He told him about Puos. The Magneto got out of a plastic prison too, like he said he would.
Facts.
Of course he did. Well, no, Puo said that all it took was a wooden gun. I was the one that was saying he was finna get out that hoe.
Somebody mentioned we saw it in this
He had a
movie.
plastic or a glass baton or something that was beating the shit out of him.
No, but somebody mentioned on one of our podcast episodes, might have been UKT. I don't remember what we were doing, but somebody talked about Magneto using the iron inside the guy body.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
remember which one of y'all was talking
No,
about.
I mean I've addressed this before, but it's not like this was not an instance of that.
Yes, the fuck it was.
That bitch injected him with some shit. That wasn't his natural iron in his blood.
Yeah, but same shit. He used the line. He said,
too
"Too much iron is inside your body."
Yeah, and that was some slick shit. It just wasn't true. Like
I just think his iron went up or
I'm
something
about to
because
say
of
that
what they
bitch.
did.
He ingested iron in that nigga blood.
Yeah,
I was really concerned, man. That shit was almost a fucking man-ass movie scene. I was finna get pissed. Like
I know whenever dude got
that
flipped over in the
bitch
truck.
shot Buddy up with that needle with some metal and shit. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, what the
Bro,
fuck?
Mystique be using her power so cold.
That bitch roofied dude, Slim.
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen a roofie in action, but that shit act fast as fuck.
Bro, that bitch was like the thing that was fired to me that bitch did. You know what I'm saying? She pulled up like
He said he forgot he was here.
Huh?
He said he forgot he was here.
Oh. Wolverine was laid up in the tent, and Jean come in there, and she's like, "Nah, she finna press the issue. He finna fuck this hoe."
Weird shit.
He run his hand up that bitch stomach, and he feel the marks, and he know what that shit is.
Some
That
weird
bitch,
shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That
but
bitch
look,
was trying
wait.
to fuck
So,
on him.
but look.
That weird
I
shit.
think,
That boy Wolverine was a pimp, man. Like,
but Wolverine.
Talk about that weird shit. Stop.
Wait.
Stop
No.
that weird shit she did.
No, wait, no.
what's weird?
I know what he's talking about, but wait. Wolverine, even when he realized it was a mistake, I feel like he wasn't pissed yet. Like he was like kind of fucking
Like he
with
was
her.
still going.
Not yet. Like,
So he was still fucking with her, damn.
He was still going until she did that
I
weird
don't know if
shit.
he was still fucking with her, but he was like shocked. He was like, "Well, I don't know, like what?" And then
And
that
then
bitch
she
was
started
like,
doing
"Oh
all
no!"
that.
And that bitch
He did that weird
She
shit.
started turning
She
into
turned
man.
into Storm, and
Slim.
she turned into
Nah,
Rogue and
before
shit.
that.
She turned to a man too, KG.
What she
She didn't
what else
turn
she
into a
turned
man
into?
until the end, Slim.
That's cap.
Like
What
she was
else?
already
That was
off
the
it.
last
She was
thing.
in the
That was the
corner of
last
the
thing she
tent.
turned into.
Don't ever turn into no man over here.
But
Mystique.
talk about
Come
that
on,
other
Slim.
weird
She
shit.
can turn into a man, like if she not on top of him.
Mystique.
So y'all gonna turn. So
Bro.
Whoa! What did
Go
you
ahead.
just say to me?
You heard what I said. She can turn.
I didn't
Like,
hear it. What did he say?
I said she can
It sound
turn
like he
in,
said
like
she
if
can turn
she's
into
over
a
in the
man
corner
as
of
long
the
as she's
tent.
not on top of me.
Yeah, like if she's in the corner, like over
So
there
you saying
talking to a motherfucker.
if she turned to a
I
man
dare
at the
you to
bottom,
say some weird pervert shit. I dare
yo,
you.
you a wild
I
boy.
dare you to imagine.
You
Oh,
a
I forgot
wild
Slim
boy.
was the. I forgot.
Imagine.
Yeah, I'm about to say I forgot. We watched The Boys, and Slim was out there talking about the shapeshifter. I know you. I know what kind of guy you is.
What did I say about the shapeshifter?
That motherfucker turned into like Homelander and sucked his own dick or whatever.
That shit weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just gonna
I know
completely
what
skip
you
over the
are.
weird shit she did, huh?
I'm
don't
about to say,
understand
go
what he's
ahead,
talking
Roots. You've been trying to get this angle off forever.
No, she turned into Rogue.
So
she tried to call
why
this
is that
nigga a
weird?
pedophile.
How is that weird?
She's a child.
No, she's
not.
She's not no child like that.
She's not.
How old was
She's
she in the first
legal.
one?
Yeah, that bitch is definitely like
She's
old
legal.
enough.
How
And
old
I
was she in
even
the first one, bro? She was
not
like
only
16 in
is
the
she
first one,
legal,
bro.
I
There
even
wasn't
looked
that
up
much
the
time.
age
No
of
way
the
she's 15 in the
actress.
first one, bro.
Yeah, I looked up the age of the actress too. That bitch was 21 in this movie, so I assume Rogue is roughly the same age.
Yeah, you
What
wildin',
the hell
Roots.
does the age of the actress itself have to do with the age that they're playing?
I'm gonna be honest, Roots. There's no way she's playing a character
Nah,
5
they
years
do that.
younger than
They
that.
do
They
that.
do that all the time, bro.
No, not here, Slim.
A majority of the actors that played on 13 Reasons Why was 30.
I'm talking about here,
I
bro.
just-
I'm not
hey,
talking about
KT
elsewhere.
Hey, Roots,
Of
I just
course,
told
like
y'all.
fucking Sydney Sweeney wasn't no kid. She had her titties out on
Bruce.
fucking all that shit.
I just told y'all last week that girl in that movie was 14, and her parents made her kiss
I didn't
that.
watch that movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, Cameron
But
Boyd.
I'm talking about right here. Y'all talking about like other shit. I'm talking about this bitch right here is not, doing this shit. Like,
Well, I'm just saying I agree with you. Like she's not underage.
I just like, I didn't know
At what point did y'all see an ID to say how old this bitch is for one? Because y'all talking about this shit like this is hardcore facts.
At what point did you see an ID that said 16
she was a child living
or 15?
Let me ask you a question,
living with her parents, sneaking boys into her room and shit.
3 years ago.
But that was before. Yeah, that was like a time jump.
All right, bro.
So let me ask you this.
Logan left at the end of the first movie. Logan left and went to the lake and shit, and he was gone for a while and shit.
He wasn't gone.
Magneto was in that jail for a while.
Let me ask Roots. So what was that underground club? The underground club that Wolverine was fighting in the first movie.
The bar and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, the bar.
Nobody.
You can't be 15 and get in no bar like that.
Bro, they wasn't checking nobody. They was in the middle of fucking nowhere in Canada.
Come on, Roots.
Roots just gonna make the bitch
They have
young, man.
They have an underground fighting arena. They're not.
Yeah, they not letting no 15-year-olds in there if it's an underground fighting club.
They were. She was in the bar afterwards, bro. Like she was sitting next to him in the bar.
They served. They were serving alcohol over there, bro.
They did not check for no fucking IDs in there.
Why would they not?
Make this bitch
Why would they not, bro?
This is crazy.
Yeah,
why would they? They already got illegal shit going on in there.
And that's the exact reason why you would check for ID,
bro.
You're crazy,
I
bro.
don't know, man. Like I say, Wolverine was finna fuck on Mystique.
What's wrong with Pujols, bro? You wilding right now. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Hey, man, what?
Oh, was it in? Is it on Discord?
Man, nothing. This nigga's crazy. Go ahead, man.
I don't know what's wrong with dude.
Man.
Say.
No,
My
bro. I said nothing. Go ahead.
But yeah, so like I say, Buddy was finna knock some Mystique loose, you know what I'm saying? And then she did what she did and shit. And
Mystique need a nigga, bro.
huh?
She'll calm down. She need a nigga. She be doing a lot of
She
wild
had
shit.
a
I
nigga.
mean, I'm
That
gonna be
nigga was
honest,
evil
like,
as
I
a
think that was
bitch.
what she was going for here. She said nobody ever, left a mark like that on her before.
She asked
bitch.
Charles, like, would you date me or something in the last movie? Oh,
No,
that was
she
First
said-
That
Class.
was in First Class.
That was First Class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what's
That's
the
why
name?
she got so many damn kids.
Nightcrawler asked her. He was like, why don't you just, like if you can look like anybody, sound like anybody, why don't you just look like a regular person and shit?
I fuck with how they brought that
And
back.
That bitch didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? She
To
want to
be
be blue
fair,
and shit,
Roots.
Slim, and they not fucking with that blue shit.
To be
To be
fair,
fair,
they
but-
brought it back. However, this movie was made first.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm
they
talking
did
about
bring
how
it
they
back
brought. I'm
chronologically.
talking about how
Normally-
they expanded on it or expounded on it in the.
Yeah,
the
I'll
pre-
say
That
I'm
is
glad
something
they
that I
did
think
some
is
of those
fire.
things. Yeah.
Like I think sometimes it's fire to like watch a movie series through and then see the callbacks or whatever. But in this instance, I'm kind of glad that like we watch, the other shit where like now I can see, the source material that was referenced in the previous movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of fire to me.
I do like that they kept a little bit of continuity with certain things. Did y'all see Beast? Like on the was it
I
like
never
no, I
noticed
made it
that.
a
I
point
never
to-
noticed that until watching it this time.
I made it a point to like come here and complain about that shit.
Oh, what's
why?
up?
Because I was like, bro, I understand the first movie, but it's 2 movies with no Hank
You
McCoy.
mad
This is
that
crazy.
Beast not in the movie?
Bro, he was in the
yeah,
movie. He
because
was having an interview,
they're
bro.
had a
piloting
cameo.
the X-Jet for half the movie, bro.
He had a
Like,
cameo.
How does this still work? Like,
Well, hell, that's why I kept fucking crashing because they ain't had no
don't-
Hank.
all I've been seeing, Slim, like
He
I
the
say,
only nigga that
I
can
saw
fly,
I
Jet.
saw a Gambit name on the
Clearly.
little list when she was like looking through the shit trying to find shit on Magneto. I saw Remy LeBeau on that list. That was a Easter egg I saw. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there was like more mutants on there. I thought it was kind of cool that Colossus was on there, even though he wasn't Russian for some
Shout out
reason.
Colossus, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga definitely wasn't Russian.
I nigga said I could help.
Help them.
He definitely could. I probably would have
Oh,
sent like one of them
hey.
other niggas with the
Hey.
kids and had him stay
Bobby
in scrap.
brother is the biggest bitch, boy.
Oh yeah, he a rat
is
ass.
I
nigga.
don't
He's a
He
understand.
wasn't getting no
Slim,
attention,
he's
bro.
a
That's all.
bitch.
Man,
He was
his
getting no attention.
but his brother wasn't even getting no good attention.
Boy,
Like
that
his
shit
mom
is
was still
lame.
scared.
He was happy that his brother wasn't in the crib where, his parents got to focus on him. He's like, oh, Bobby's back and he's got this new, weird powers and shit. Ain't nobody gonna care about me.
He said,
Hey,
"Fuck
bro,
it, I'm
hello,
calling
the
the
police.
police,
bro."
Like,
Yeah, but he called the police and told them that it was
they
They're
people
were
in his
being
house.
held
held in
hostage,
their house.
bro.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him leave and
That
shit.
shit
Yeah,
lame
he a
as
bitch ass nigga, bro.
boy. He's a bitch.
That shit corny as hell, Ronnie.
You hear me? He's a bitch.
The nigga was sitting there fucking huffing and puffing in the seat with his arms folded and
Whole
shit. Ran
time
upstairs and called the
he
cops.
upstairs looking at the window like, yeah, now he's gonna get it. Like,
And then,
Fuck outta
like,
here.
hey, look, Katia, got in there. Police ran there, made all of them get on the ground.
Mhm.
The whole family.
they
get
bust
get
out
on.
the screen door and shit. Like,
Pyro started
This wall.
wilding.
yeah,
Hey,
Pyro
that
wasn't
nigga
going
said
for
some
that shit.
clean
Boy. If
shit.
it wasn't
That
for
line
Rogue,
That nigga
was
said some
cold.
clean shit.
That line
all
was
them
cold.
cops
You know about
would've
them
got
mutants
cooked,
that they
bro.
say are dangerous and not to mess with them? I'm one of them
He said,
niggas.
he said, I'm the worst one.
Bro, that motherfucker, all them cops is getting cooked if it's not for Rogue, bro, and they deserved it. Like, you bitch
Rogue
Nah,
is
ass
a
facts, they
good
motherfuckers.
deserved
person,
it.
man. She's a good person.
Hey, this is the first time we seen poor training of fucking policemen in a movie. I think.
Why?
Nigga said I can't drop. Nigga said I can't drop these knives. He said, "Look," and retracted them bitches. And,
Hey, I
and the
will
cop
say,
shot him in the
though,
face.
that was stupid as fuck.
Hey, look, I agree.
That was stupid.
I
He
agree.
shot that nigga in the face and
Wait,
then just changed the aim
That
of the
was
gun.
stupid as fuck, boy.
KTL, I agree that it was stupid. I think so. It was stupid for the police to shoot, but also
No, it was stupid that Wolverine laid there on the floor. You know what I'm saying? After getting shot in the head, boy, that shit don't do nothing to him.
Yes,
he
it
eats
do.
them hoes.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
but
he got
but
shot in the head.
it still affect
Yeah, but
him.
Roots,
Like,
it literally didn't pierce his skull or nothing. Like,
yeah, but it's,
KTL,
it's
did
still
you
the
not see that
power
in-
of a bullet, like
did you not
hitting
see
your
that?
head, bro.
Did you not see the same thing in Origins? Like, he
hell
get
no,
hit
I
and he-
didn't. I saw him get shot with an adamantium bullet.
And he was down for
Well,
much
yeah.
longer.
Good
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense because like
That
some metal
erased
that can
his
go
fucking
through the
memory.
metal and get to his brain, he can heal that, but like he'll lose his memories. A regular bullet hitting a metal wall and stopping that shit didn't even touch his brain, bro.
It's not a metal wall though, bro. It's a metal
metal
encasing
skull,
with a
dog.
brain in it. It's still the force
You're trying
of
to imply that
something
the
moving that
shockwave is
fast.
enough, but I don't think the
Yes.
shockwave is going to be enough to fucking, because I'm pretty sure adamantium works in a similar manner to vibranium, where like it at least absorbs a decent amount of that fucking impact.
I don't think it does.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's stupid as fuck. I'm like, bro, all this shit that could happen to him and shit, and he laying there on the ground for an extended period of time, that shit is ass.
Yeah, he wasn't just laying there, bro. He was hurt.
Right, he was unconscious. He got knocked out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I imagine he was hurt. Shit, he been hurt all the time.
But listen, I do want to point out that I think like well, you didn't say it, but so the cop shooting him was obviously like, you dumbass nigga. But also Wolverine, I don't think he should have stuck his like hand out the way he did. Like he pointed it like towards
that was
the
menacing.
Look,
Like,
look.
why'd you do that?
like hold it down or something and show him. Don't point it at him. Like
Also, I've seen him like I've seen his blades come out slower than that. I'm pretty sure he could have did that shit. He could have retracted them a little slower than what he did.
Yeah, he did not have to do that the way he did, man.
Nigga did that shit sudden as fuck.
Like if it was me, I probably would have got scared too, bro. Like, you pulling the blades out.
Scared. Them niggas blicked that nigga, bro.
Yeah. Hey, and Pyro started wilding. He started wilding after that.
Bro, the cop didn't even like think about it for long. He shot the nigga in the face, looked at him for like 2 seconds, and then said, "All right, now you kids, get on the fucking ground."
Yet another one of Charles Xavier's mutants that went with Magneto. Did we see that last movie? I was gonna say we see it every movie, but maybe we didn't see it last movie. Okay, so in First Class, it was two of them that went. This movie, it was one of them that went. So
what?
Charles' students going with Magneto.
Yeah, to start the brother.
I mean, that's just that's just the way that shit works, bro. Like you gotta understand, with all the fucking amount of mutants, not all of them are going to.
Everybody ain't
some
going.
Of them are going to follow the ideology of Malcolm X instead of Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that shit works. And Pyro, you could tell like he was on action. He wasn't about like this shit.
He was just from what we seen in his character from the first movie to the second movie. He's a disruptor. He's a fucking troll. Like that's the type of nigga he is.
He also a hothead. So like it's meant for him to
good one.
Yeah. Like he said, he can't even like create fire, man. He can only manipulate that shit.
But Magneto was out there gassing his head up and shit. He told him, "You're a god amongst animals or whatever the fuck."
Amongst insects.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be. Even if you can't create the fucking fire, you see what the fuck he did with that shit? Nigga lit a lighter and blew up 4 police cars.
That's their Mustang nigga, ain't it? Roy Mustang.
No, Roy Mustang way colder than Pyro. I ain't gonna lie. Roy Mustang is cooking.
Who the fuck is Roy Mustang?
Just said like kind of the same thing.
Oh, man, that's a cold motherfucker. Roots.
Ask Puos and KTL about Roy Mustang.
That boy controls fire and shit. You know what I'm saying? A bitch like stabbed him and he burned his own wound shut, carved a circle in his hand and grabbed a lighter and burnt that bitch to death. Like,
yo, what the fuck? What's his name again?
Roy Mustang.
He not going for that shit, bro. And he was talking crazy to that bitch the whole time. Like,
oh, this is an anime character.
Hell yeah.
From Full Metal Alchemist. Okay. That nigga sound lit.
Yeah, he's a dog. But yeah, with that shit being said, man, I don't know if there's too much I care to like continue expound upon this. I think that like I say, I think that they portrayed Nightcrawler cold than a bitch, he a little bit corny. But like his powers and combat capabilities, huh?
Because he religious?
No, because like every time they're like, "Who are you?" "Oh, my name's Kurt Wagner." But in the circus, such and such.
That nigga, like, he definitely living off his past and shit.
I was about to say he trying to be a circus guy, like.
that's what he know, man. He came from the circus.
Was he in the third one? From what y'all remember?
Find
but I
out
don't-
next time.
But
Real
you know what I'm
rap
saying?
focus
Halle
podcast.
Berry
Hey,
was
like,
better as
comment, and
Storm.
subscribe.
Halle Berry was better than Storm this time, or
Yeah,
better
Join the
as
Discord.
Storm.
She had like 2 more lines than she had in the first movie.
Mystique actually got to talk. That was cool, but they waited half the movie for it.
They also let her box a lot more in this one. That shit was cold when they
William Stryker was a good
when
villain.
he walked up as Wolverine, and then the Stryker said, "I know my work when I see it. Kill it."
Hell yeah, he
She
wasn't going
must
for
have
that
got
shit.
them
And
cuts and whooped
that
ass.
bitch slid backwards through a door. You know
Did you
what
see
I'm
what
saying?
she was
Closed
doing
the
as she
door.
was sliding?
Huh?
Did you see what she did with her hand when she was sliding? She shot the
nah.
niggas a bird as she was
Yeah, I'm
sliding
about
through
to
the door. Fuck y'all niggas, I'm out this bitch.
Oh yeah, and Stryker, he just got cooked the entire like end of the movie.
Oh,
You
that
know what
nigga
I'm
was
saying?
getting
He was
cold.
trying to skip out. Wolverine stabbed him, then he tied him to a fucking wheel or some shit. Then Magneto started choking him with them chains, and then put him to a gate and shit.
Hey,
And then Wolverine caught him again and was like, "Fuck you." You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that the portrayal of Stryker from Origins, I got it over this one.
It
What about
is.
y'all?
Yeah, most definitely.
Think so? Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
same one. You have somebody in this that's older, but his grudge is probably bigger now against mutants. But he's older, so he's not going to do a whole lot of moving around. But he's also like grown his network. Like now he's really working.
Yeah,
I think he
closely.
was more
15
powerful.
He
but
didn't even have
years
to.
after.
That conversation that he had with the president took like 2 minutes for him to convince him to
he
do
was
some fuck
more
shit.
powerful but less malicious, in my opinion.
Mm.
And I think that's the important distinction. Like here, he just he felt like he was fucking untouchable and shit.
Like,
In the other
I'm
one, I
old
feel like
this
he
shit.
was
I'm
just
old this payback that I'm getting right now.
like I feel like he in the other one he was like, all right, like nah, something really got to happen to you bitch ass motherfuckers. But
That nigga chopping up. Or is that me?
That's him.
I
Oh,
don't know, man. Like I say, I think that's all right.
you good? You good? Go ahead.
Maybe. That's about all I really have to discuss from this movie. No, like I don't
What
think
did
I
you
have
even
another
say?
point to make.
I don't even know what you said.
I think he
It
was just
doesn't
further
really
wrapping up his
matter,
point.
honestly. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Anything else we got to
Like
talk about?
it's not
before we
really that
get to the end?
important. X-Men 3 is next.
So yeah, X-Men 3 is next. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
I give this movie like an 8. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably give it like an 8. I like it better than the first one.
Yeah, I don't remember what or even if I gave a rating for the last one, but an 8 is probably where I have this one at. They got a lot more boxing in this one. The conflict is higher. They actually expound on the multiple storylines that they have going on in this shit. Oh shit, my fault. Another fuck up in the movie. Slim,
Yep.
you got that picture I sent you?
No, what?
The hold on, don't worry about it. I'll fucking do it. Talk about something. Talk about the Discord.
Join the Discord, man. Like, comment, subscribe. What say you, KTL?
Dude just got handed the ball to make a run. He just flea flickered that bitch off.
Team player, bro. Team player.
Oh, it's not letting me fucking.
So I don't know, man.
Oh, this is gonna piss me off.
Yeah. So like, with that being said, though, I do think that I think that this shit portrayed Magneto in a better light than the first one, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like I think before he was the man with the plan, but like here, like with his powers, I think that he did some colder shit. Like
Magneto?
that motherfucker literally, it was like he had like iron or whatever spheres that he extracted from a motherfucker body and turned it into some shit that like he could float across a chasm with. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out there doing some wild shit. Just tearing shit up, man. But I do say,
find
like,
what you
I
were
will
looking
say,
for, Roots.
like,
I
I think
found it, but
here
it's not
he
letting me
kind of like,
download the shit.
I think
It's the picture that I
Chris
DM'd you like a
Reds.
couple days ago, and you said you hadn't watched it yet.
Oh yeah. You want me
Yeah,
to find it?
do me a favor. Find that and I'm gonna like cue you to put it up on the screen because I got to set it up first.
Can
So
you upload it, or you can't do that right now?
I can't. I have to download it first, and it's not giving me. It's not downloading the way I need it to.
All right, let me phone it.
But to set up what we're about to show y'all, in the scene, it's right after they get everybody else into the compound or whatever the fuck, right? They get together, they make the plan to like find the kids and find Stryker and find Charles Xavier, all that shit. And so everybody splits up. One of the teams that splits off into a small group is Nightcrawler and Storm. Nightcrawler and Storm, their job is to go and find the kids. They come and find the kids, and the kids are they're being portrayed as they're underground, like in some type of like underground prison, and there's a grate over their cell and shit, right? So Nightcrawler is supposed to teleport down into this cell, and then I guess one by one, like move these kids out of this fucking cell. I did not know that niggas was this lazy in 2003. Can you yeah. KTL, what does that look like to you?
I don't know. I guess a shadow.
A shadow, like of a person, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That is the Alan Cumming, pause, as Nightcrawler, standing up against a dark wall, waiting to be cued so that he can step out into the light as if he just poofed down to the fucking cell.
Oh, okay.
So they did this all in one fucking shot where they had him stand up against the fucking wall, wait for his cue, do the little poof sound, and he ends up down there. I saw this in real time watching the movie. Actually, the first time I saw this, it was a long time ago. My dad actually showed me this while we was fucking watching it because he saw it. And he paused the movie and said, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah, that's Nightcrawler. Just standing up against the wall, waiting for his fucking cue.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that shit.
That's just lazy, bro. Like cut, like, okay, they're upstairs. Cut. All right, go downstairs. Action. Now he's standing down there. And then you do the little sounds and shit that you got to do. Don't fucking have him stand up against the wall and then step out. That's just fucking lazy.
Okay, well, here's what it is. Anything else with that?
Nah, that's it.
All right, man. I can talk about some trivia then.
Cool.
Call and response trivia. KTL, you good? You still with us?
You still with us? What you
Great to
saying?
hear
He's
you,
sleeping
brother.
or some shit?
I don't know. This nigga might be asleep, Bruce. KTL
Yep.
on his
on
phone.
I'm
He
gonna
on his
find
phone.
some, like low background music for you while you going through your trivia.
This
You
nigga's
caught
crazy.
me, man. You caught me.
This nigga gonna put on background music and shit. What's wrong with this nigga?
What's wrong with background music?
Roots. Do what you doing, bro. I'll wait.
All right. There you go. All right, go ahead.
It's time for
Yeah, your shit choppy, bro. It sounds like your input changed. Like now it sound like you like coming through the car or some shit now.
I'm not. Hold on.
There it is. You good now. You good. Nigga unplugged his headphones. Because I know what it sounds when an audio jack is pulled from a port.
Okay.
No, that shit's bad again.
Ready?
All right, boom. You good.
All right, man. So first and foremost, first trivia piece is that most of the extras. So Charles Xavier was doing that cold shit again, where he stopped time and shit, freeze the people around and shit.
Yeah.
So
So
it was way colder this time around.
it was fire, bro. I'm telling you, like Charles really wanted them niggas, but that Jason nigga, I don't know, he overtook that.
On that
nigga.
nigga ass, bro.
He
Pause.
overtook him. So
Between what I said and what you said, that shit sound crazy.
so they use mimes to play those people because mimes already
Because their
that whole-
profession is to freeze or some
Yeah.
shit. Bro, that's lame as
Hey,
hell.
well, hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, KTL. Maybe that's why it's colder now, because they got actual people that's professional
That's ass.
and not moving. Like
That's ass, bro. Hell,
Could
that's
be why it
corny
was
as
colder.
fuck.
What you think, KTL? What's your thought on it?
I mean, I just think of it. To me, I just thought it was colder because it was affected by a large. You know, it affected a larger amount of people.
You can only
I'm
do
not
that
gonna
with
lie,
mine.
bro.
If it's a large amount.
See, in that part is what takes away from the scene.
Yeah, because if you did it with people that weren't mimes and it was like 50 of them, somebody moving, man. Somebody's moving.
This shit is corny as fuck.
Where did these niggas find so many mimes?
Bro, they was strolling down the street in New York because that's where they fucking be at in 2003.
Before social
Strolling down the
media
street in New
too.
York and dropped a card in their fucking hat. Say, hey, call this number. I got a job for you. Goof ass.
All right, man. So during the filming, Hugh Jackman, his sister came on the set, and they did this little joke, and they put her in the Wolverine costume and the makeup and everything, and she was walking around the set like Wolverine, and the director, that nigga, he didn't know, like he thought it was Hugh, so he just kind of assumed that nigga was just like being strange and shit, but it was actually his sister. So
That nigga might be goofy as hell.
that's a little prank. What does his sister look like?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, how much of Hugh Jackman does like she look like for him to just not know? Like, oh, Hugh's acting weird today. Fuck it, action.
Yeah, I don't think I would like to see his sister, bro. If she looked that much like him to be able to play
You
Wolverine,
can just Google her, bro.
Like Hugh Jackman in a wig. Like,
oh my
Just Google
God.
what she looks like, bro.
I would, KTF, but we don't really have time for that.
yeah, and it's true.
So it's trivia time. So like I mentioned last movie, how they had all the issues with the contacts and shit. Everybody had issues with their contacts. So the Mystique didn't wear contacts this time. They was finally able to do it digital. So they gave her some digital eyes. So that's improvement.
she got
in the
her money
production.
up and shit.
Yeah, improvement in the production.
She got on Halle Berry level from the first movie.
All right,
Halle
so
Berry ain't never had no contacts.
here's one for you, KTL. Neil
Hey.
Patrick Harris, man. He
Hey.
Why'd you say it's for him?
The fuck? He says this one's for you, KTL.
And
Neil
then
Patrick
named the
Harris.
most zesty actor ever. Like,
Man, if you would have let me finish.
that nigga, that nigga's famously gay. What the fuck was that? Why'd you attribute him to him?
You guys.
Well, actually, KTL, you know, Richard Simmons, like, come on,
listen,
man.
bro. Why did that background just change? Did y'all see that?
Nope.
That was me. My fault. I was trying to
This
remove
nigga
this.
Roos is tripping over there. That's because you're not looking at the phone, KTL. But either way,
No, it's literally like I saw it like flash up, but I didn't see what it was.
me either. Neil Patrick Harris, he auditioned for the role of Nightcrawler, but he didn't get it. The nigga Alan Cummins.
Good.
Alan speak German and shit real well, so they gave it to that
Good.
nigga.
They don't need no fucking Neil Patrick Harris Nightcrawler.
What's wrong
You
with the
imagine him as
Nightcrawler,
Nightcrawler?
That would, bro. That
I was
is
once
like
in the
the
circus.
antithesis of him.
Yo, you're
I was
wild.
once in the circus.
I mean, it's not even about him being gay. Like him as an actor. Like no.
Okay. Also, KTL mentioned the thing about Beast. So originally, Beast was supposed to be in the movie, and Angel was supposed to be in the movie.
The second time they did this, bro. Might be
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, Beast was definitely supposed to be in the last movie too, but they ended up dropping both of those characters because, again, they thought it was too many characters.
Who
So
did they
instead,
have?
they decided to spend time showing us Jason Stryker and
Yes.
fucking.
Who did they have? Who did they have
Stryker was
playing
part
them
of
if they were going to be in this movie?
antagonist plot.
Stop it, Slim. Go ahead, Roots.
Or the antagonist plot point.
Yeah, you're making
Slim.
excuses.
Slim, do you see who they had playing them if they were going to be in this movie?
No.
Oh.
But the two people that played
Oh,
Toad
Neil
and
Patrick
Sabretooth,
Harris.
Toad and Sabretooth was supposed to return too. Same reason they thought they had too many characters already, so that they didn't
I
bring
would
them
say
back.
both of them got shot out through a fucking like into a lake or some shit, so they're presumed dead.
Yeah, there was no such thing as death for the like heroes with powers in the first one, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, that also they considered, like we said, Beast, and they also considered Gambit as a new character.
Remy
but,
LeBeau.
they decided to do the Nightcrawler shit because I don't know, but
It was
Budget.
the right choice.
Because of budget.
budget. Okay, so you said
I
budget.
feel like they have to. I feel like they have to do a lot more with Gambit's character, visual wise, than they have to do with Nightcrawler.
I don't know. That nigga's a fucking teleporting fucking blue fucking.
Yeah, you spam the same thing over and over again with him, just the blue smoke. With Gambit, you gotta like make cars.
Clearly not. You just gotta
all
step
types
out of a
shit.
wall.
You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
gotta make Gambit a main character at all. You definitely can have him in the background.
You can't put Gambit in a fucking X-Men movie where Rogue is dating Bobby Drake. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work, Slim.
Okay, so since you mentioned budget, Roots, I'm gonna mention this because I wasn't gonna mention it earlier, but something that they did because they didn't have much of a budget is at the beginning of the movie they had the shots of the mansion and they really just recycled the same mansion shots from the first movie because they didn't have no money like that.
Bro, that's incredible, bro. They didn't get a crazy budget despite like having a successful first film. And
I don't know
more
about
than
this
likely
not having
being
a
one
crazy
of the
budget,
higher
bro. They had
blockbusters for
2003
the
though.
year.
You got it.
bro,
Also,
this shit
I don't know.
says
This is
shit
probably one of the
says they
biggest
had
blockbusters of 03. It's got
this shit says they had $110 million of a budget.
come on, bro. Like
Shit, not that much. For Hollywood.
Slim, that was 20 years
2003 it is.
ago.
I don't know, bro.
All right, bro.
That's got to be elite, man. All right. That's over
If you
300
making- if you
million
making a-
today's currency.
If you're making an action movie too, like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that might not be.
Name a recent action movie.
Let me go look up highest
John Wick 4.
All right, hold on.
highest costing movies in 2003. See what
Oh,
come
come
up.
on, bro.
What?
John Wick Chapter 4. No. We don't even have to do all that. The budget for John Wick 4 is $100 million
See?
in
So what?
2020 in 2021.
Yeah, but we more advanced
There's
technologically.
no shot that movie was 3 years ago. Go
But-
fuck yourself.
But this
It
is
wasn't. I'm talking about
but
it was
this is the
scheduled,
thing,
it was
though.
scheduled. It was scheduled to
okay, I was
release.
about to say,
It
go
says that-
fuck yourself. I'm not that old.
But
Yeah,
but,
no,
Roots,
it said the first schedule for release was in 2021.
but KTR Roots, like we're so advanced with technology now. I could pay $20 and go get After Effects and do a bunch of crazy special effects shit right now for $20. They didn't really have like the technological advancements that we had like back then. So I think it was more difficult for them to do some of this shit on a lower budget than what we
I
can do
don't
now.
know. I feel like the spectrum for that is off, bro. You mean to tell me they did more with less today than they could do with more back then?
Well, we have more capability now, and so, like I said, like now somebody can get on a computer and make a crazy video that back then probably would have cost a lot more to make.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Like I got I had the Adobe shit the package for like students, and it's literally was like $20 a month. And they give you like the visual effects software, the Photoshop, the Adobe Premiere editing software, like all that shit for $20. Nigga, I could shoot a super movie if I knew how to do all that shit.
This thing is being stupid because I just typed in highest movie, but okay, I think this might be it. Nope, this is still grossing. I typed in highest movie budget for 2003, and it keeps giving me the gross of these movies.
Yeah, that's what they doing. So this says Terminator 3 was one of the most expensive movies of 2003. See, yeah, but they're talking about the gross too, so
Yeah, it's being
they're
stupid.
not talking about the budget.
You'll have to look up the movie
I go to
itself.
Wikipedia, then they tell you the budget on some of these movies too, so I can check that out. Lord of the Rings. Let's see.
Yeah, they had the highest.
It was 94 million for Lord of the Rings in 2003 to make fucking Lord of the Rings, bro, and they got 1.156 billion dollars.
Fuck.
That was the
That movie was lit as shit whenever it came out. That's the first Lord of the Rings?
yeah.
Fuck, I'm old.
Was that the first one, 2003?
Had to be. But you got any more trivia for this movie?
Yeah. The Matrix was 63 million. Okay.
Wrong movie, dude.
Hold it down. So yeah, like I said, they had Sabretooth and Toad supposed to be in it. They considered Beast and Gambit. They rewrote the script a few times to give Halle Berry more screen time because she had just won an Oscar. Remember, she did Monsters Ball. Like,
didn't she already have an Oscar in the first one?
No, she got her Oscar. Well, Monsters Ball was 2001. The first
Okay.
X-Men was 2000.
Monsters Ball was an Oscar movie. Crazy.
Yeah,
That's the
what we
one. That's the one that gets. That's the one that gets brought up the most when you talk Halle Berry.
It's not about that, Roots. I just like this is my personal opinion. I know.
nigga,
it is, but,
Jadakiss
like,
said, why Holly had to let a white man pop her to get an Oscar.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. That's what he was saying in the song.
Hey yo,
Hey, yo, you're crazy.
Wow.
Hey, y'all
Wow.
crazy.
what the fuck?
Wow.
niggas
Wow.
are
Fuck is Dedicus on, bro?
He's talking about Oscars, man. Y'all are crazy.
Took what?
Hey.
The Oscar. You wild, KT. I know it.
Bro.
I know it. Oscar too.
Hey, that might be wordplay because Will Smith played Oscar in Shark Tale.
Oh,
Might
man.
be words.
Nigga might have been
Oscar.
telling us some shit way back then.
All right, man. A few more things, man. So that Wolverine scene when the school got raided, they had to tone it down. So obviously somebody mentioned that scene was fire.
Yep.
They had to tone down the scene to meet like a approval for whatever.
PG-13.
Yeah, so they had to censor it, and they said his full like scene, like the rage shit,
Like
was,
mad brutal and shit.
rated R and shit.
That makes sense, bro. He's probably one of the most brutal of. He probably is between him and Beast are the most brutal.
Who,
characters.
Toad?
No,
Wolverine.
nigga.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
walk
so
around licking shit. Ain't nothing
Wolverine,
brutal about
they
that.
said Wolverine's
He
school
spit,
scene
bro.
with the raid KTL, it was originally rated R. They had to tone it down for the movie.
yeah.
So that
Yeah,
shit
no,
probably
that-
2013 and
Three.
2003 it might not be it.
All right,
for
so that
What they could have did.
Mystique, she appeared in her normal appearance as when she turned into the white girl with the dude. She drugged. That's what she actually looks like in real life.
But what dude?
Oh,
that's
man,
what.
somebody. Oh, man, man.
What?
I was born at the wrong time, boy.
What happened? What you talking
I would have been fucking on that hoe, boy.
about? Nah, dead ass. She fine as shit.
Who else, man? You're not a real supporter, bro. One thing about Pujols, he gonna get off the live for 30 minutes and then come back.
And complain about the
DK
fact
Slim and him tried to tell me I was finna say bad shit about Pujols, but now he's bad mouthing Pujols, man.
That ain't bad, but it's telling the truth. Bad muffin? I don't think so.
Stop judging niggas.
You told
mouth.
me not a real supporter, bro. He be the only one in
Said,
the
stop
comment section
judging
sometimes.
niggas' mouth.
Bro, he's saying bad mouth and like he'd rather you be good mouth.
He said bad mouth.
Well, it's an hour 23 in the podcast, so I guess it's about that time. Are you some kind of faggot or what?
He said stop bad mouth.
I'm just saying, bro. Like you
said
said,
bad.
like
You said bad mouth.
you like
bro.
dick, son. Like what's going on?
You're the one over there talking about.
I don't give a
bad
damn what
mouth
I'm talking
and
about. I asked
Slim.
you a simple
Stop
question.
rating his mouth, bro.
You heard
Don't
me,
say
dick
nothing
bomb.
about that nigga mouth.
Got you, Pooh.
Shut up, dick hustler.
What are you talking about?
Oh fuck are y'all talking about?
I don't know what that guy got going on. Yeah, they was talking about like they was rating Slim mouth while he was talking about you.
Oh, whoa! No, who is no? What are you talking?
Bro,
One thing about
Don't,
Roots,
like-
one time during the podcast, he gonna think about
it's
me.
either,
Fuck
bro.
it.
It's either like what's the opposite of bad? Good. He said don't badmouth him. So what you want him to do?
I pray that one day you get help fighting these demons.
I'm just
bro.
saying, bro.
Them gay thought demons kicking your ass.
You said, bro, what?
Like,
Hey,
buddy can't go one episode without him inferring sex with a man.
Join
Bro.
the
I ain't
Stream,
inferring
bro.
shit.
Join the
I politely asked you to not do something.
You a sick
when
motherfucker,
it
man.
comes
Army
to
said don't ask, don't tell.
Slim, right?
Oh my god.
Don't
And I
ask, don't
asked
tell.
you
That's the
to,
motto
I
in
asked
Army,
you to
ain't it?
stop doing that when it comes to Slim, man.
Yeah,
Slim is
we
my
don't
friend. I
ask,
don't like-
you don't
I
tell.
don't like
know.
him being incriminated like that.
Pull up
Got any
said,
more?
y'all might got some serious issues. Yeah, I had one more, man. Y'all niggas is crazy.
I was
Last
about
thing-
to say, I was just getting sick of the 30-minute trivia session. Like,
Last thing,
I
man,
say that.
it's so not important at all. But last thing is that Shaquille O'Neal really wanted to be in this movie, and
I bet he fucking did.
campaigned for a role. He didn't get it.
that
nigga
was
ain't
your
know-
plan?
that nigga ain't know what the fuck to do with that nigga money, bro.
Yeah,
You're a fucking NBA
you gotta put me
star,
in
man.
the
Like,
Hey,
You
he
gotta
was
put me in
NBA.
X-Men too.
he was
I think
definitely in the NBA, like winning championships. Like
Bro,
when
you're doing great shit already. Stick to
Hey, man.
basketball. What's wrong with
I
you?
really-
to be
I really
fair,
think-
no, to be
I
fair,
really
he did a
think I
movie.
could be a great beast in X-Men too. You gotta put me in the movie.
He could be a great beast. He did do
Nobody
it.
want
all.
no 7
Yeah,
foot nigga in X-Men, bro. Like, stop.
You gotta
He
put me
did.
in the movie. Just cover me in hair and paint me blue. I'll be
It could
whatever
have made him
character.
Colossus or something, Roots.
I think I would have been good in X-Men too. You know what I'm saying?
Colossus,
I know.
Colossus is a white Russian. I think that's the like furthest
I know that-
antithesis from
I know
Shaquille
that-
O'Neal.
Shazam-
They
I
trying
know
to
that
make
Shazam didn't do that good.
Joker.
You know what I'm saying? But I really think I could play
No,
a
it's
really good
Kazam.
beast.
Shazam was the
Hey,
superhero movie.
I was gonna say he was in Kazam, Pulos, but yeah, he was in Scary Movie 3
No.
also.
People think Kazam is my only movie, and so they think I can't act. But they didn't know I played a Steel Knight in Steel, and so and also my free throw percentage just has nothing to do with my ability to be an
If you
actor.
put me in the movie, I can let you meet Kobe Bryant.
If Shaq would have been in the X-Men franchise, that shit might have been cold. I don't know.
No, not back
It might-
then, bro.
Nah,
You remember Kazam?
because it's back then. I'm saying.
Do you remember Kazam though?
Yes.
That nigga would have somehow finagled his way to have a fucking rap verse on this fucking movie.
What if I was William Stryker?
That turns this whole fucking movie, bro. I'm turning this movie off if Shaq is William Stryker.
Yeah, Wolverine. I recognize my handiwork.
Oh shit, man.
He said that nigga would have been ass. Can't take no 7-foot nigga serious.
You can't.
You watched multiple movies and fucked with him that had the great Khali in it, bro. Stop talking.
To be fair, like a juggernaut character.
Kevin Nash had been in 6 movies by this point, K Slim.
I didn't say that. Who else said that?
I think he's just like
I was reading a
Yeah,
pool
point to you.
content. ATL.
Yeah, like I'm you're being the I guess the carrier.
he's
pigeon for
speaking
the
to
messages.
Puos through you. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he was speaking to me.
You're the Puos whisperer, Slim.
Whoa.
You definitely
Is it
saw.
Jada whisper?
First you were bad mouthing him. Now you whispering. You see how he sees you, Slim? You see how he look at you?
What are y'all?
So did that man
Yeah.
fuck you or did you fuck him? Let's talk.
What are
about
you
it.
talking about right now?
I'm asking.
Why are you being so flagrant? Like, what is up?
Because bro, I'm not gonna keep like sitting here while
Jesus
you
Christ.
make gay innuendos. I'm just gonna ask you if you fucked that man or not.
Listen, bro. It's a
Man.
window next to me and it's closed. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. What is that?
I'm talking about the
mean?
past, not right now, bro.
Why did he say his window closed? Like I
It's
don't
been
know.
closed for the last hour and 30 minutes at least, bro.
Understand
Like,
what that means.
I don't know why he bought up my window.
Oh, innuendo. I get it.
That shit was ass.
Stop
Well,
talking
these
about
niggas
body
is
parts.
crazy, bro.
Sign us out, Slim.
All right, KTL.
I knew he was gonna fucking do that shit.
I'm eating pizza, bro.
All right, Pujo, sign us out.
All right, Shaq, sign us out.
Yo, what's up with this nigga, bro? He don't like
Yeah,
doing the intros
He
or
had
the
Bill
outros
Cosby
no
sign
more.
us out one time on the
That's a
podcast.
fact.
Wow.
That's a fact.
It actually happened.
That nigga definitely signed us up.
Yup.
You wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't. I would have made some shit happen, boy.
You don't like Bill?
Hell no, I don't like Bill. He raped women.
Yeah, but you said your partner too. You cool with him?
I didn't hear a word of what you just said.
You said your partner Pujols do too, and you cool with him.
Never said that.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. We'll be back at some point to do X-Men 3.
Say that all the time. Come on, put it.